Ah, hello, everybody. I'll wait till everybody start joining in before I actually start doing anything else other than what I'm doing. Well, I can share my screen. What's this? I'm seeing new futures up here. It's been a while since I did a live. Just got back in. What's this? I'm gonna go see my grandmother tomorrow. Um, yeah, it's like this, like the tag says, it's the war of the sexes. It's the war of the sexes on age. It's the war of the sexes on gender. It's the war on the sexes on what's appropriate, what's proper. Like even in this video, somebody's gonna say something about my room. Versus stick on the fact that there's a topic that we need to speak on. Because at least I have my own room. I have and own everything on my own. So before I really get too deep into the topic, because women like to instantly bash, I'm gonna eliminate all of your processes because you don't have any. For those that are looking to do that, but for those that know that they're women and this what I'm about to say ain't gonna hurt them, but it's gonna magnify the understanding between us because I'm a man. No one man is the same. Not the man that you dated, that you chose to date, that you chose to open your legs to, that you chose to suck his dick, whatever you chose to do with him, whether you got what you wanted from him or not. That's what you chose. That's who you chose, and that's your choice. So now that that's eliminated for your side, let me just tell you my life story for those that care about this topic. I grew up in a single parent household. I knew who my father was, though I was born in a marriage. My mother was married to my older sister's father and had 3 children after her marriage. Um, doesn't mean she stepped out. Yes. Um, did my mother know my father before her marriage? Yes. They dated in high school. They dated for 2 years until they graduated. My father sent my mother as well as a few other women. He was a Rolling Stone. A letter saying that would you marry me? Because he wasn't sure who would want to marry him. Um, I know the whole story. I grew up in it. So my father got told no by every woman. He was broken. He went to the military. He went to my mother's side of the family alumni school, which is FAMU. Went into school for a music major. Got out 2 years as from being in the band. Went in while I was still in the military at the same time. Um, Went to the military. Oh, while he was in school, had a child. Got somebody pregnant. Didn't know. That's my eldest sister, Alice. Got her mother pregnant. Then ran into my mother after my mother was married. 4 years after they graduated high school. Actually, 5 years after graduating high school, my older sister was I believe my older sister was just born after and just before they had the marriage. And 4 years later, my older brother by my father and my mother. Then a year later, my sister by my father and my mother. And my father also had my brother that same year, which is my second oldest brother, um, by his mother. Then that following year, I was born. After my mother said she wasn't gonna deal with my father, like the rest of you ladies, you still do what to do. Thanksgiving coming around, you feeling a little needy. You feeling like you need somebody versus you needing yourself. Um, and the higher power in which you say you pray to. And now I'm here, and I had to live through that hell that they put me through from not really loving each other or loving themselves predominantly. Because that's what the real problem with the world today. Women don't love themselves. They say that they do, but you don't need to shout it out loud. But I'm gonna get to that part. Now, my later on, my little sister, who's 3 years behind me, was born 93. Then 24 years later after my birth, my other little sister, and 35 years later, which my birthday was this week on Tuesday, August 12th, 4 days before that, my new little sister by my father. And my father has been married for 6 years. I don't have his last name. My father's Mr. Wise, but I have Mr. Edge last name. So, ladies, choose wisely on what you're doing. So, if you already told this man no, why the fuck would you get back with him? I love my mother and I love my father. I love them. Although I had to grow up in the twisted bullshit that they was doing to each other, that was also hurting me, causing me to hate myself because of them. So that's why they also say choose wisely on who you are getting with. Don't just get with somebody just because they look good or they got money, and then you find out that motherfucker ain't got no heart. Or you knew they didn't have heart, but you thought that what you can do for them, to them, and give them heart for them to grow and be somebody. When really you need to take that energy that you think you need to put in that person and put into your motherfucking self. Period. Pooh. That's why I'm wearing this crown. I brought it myself for me to know that I'm a king. My mother and father, they tell me, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about what they say. Why? Because I saw what they said to each other. Not that I don't trust or believe that what they say to me, for me, or when I was growing up, even now, I love them. And I take what they say with a grain of salt. But I don't have to apply it. I don't have to apply anything they didn't apply to themselves to be successful, to be business people, to be entrepreneurs, to be money goers, to cast aside emotions and put rationality and reality forward and first, and God first, like they say. So if you resonate a little bit with my story of what I just said about my mother and my father, oh, I don't want to leave out the fact that my father did disown me and didn't accept me till I was 11 years old. Though I look just like him, like just like him. Yes, I hated him. I hated my father till my little sister that's turning 11 this year. Like when we all knew that her mother was pregnant and my father was staying with me, my mom, and my brother. It was a hectic year. All right. I fought my father 3 times in my life, and that last time was the last time when I was 24. This time it was verbal. And I won that one. Because I meant what I said to him. And my little sister, hopefully, by the time she sees this video, she grown then. This is why I said to my father, like, look, you better raise this one better than you raised us. Because she would be the only one that don't know you the way we know you. Like, don't hide shit from her. That's what I did also say. Don't hide shit from her. Don't hide shit from her. Because if you do, you're going to regret it for me. I ain't going to tell her. I'm just going to look, listen, examine. Dad, why you got her living in a delusion? I'm not saying you have, as men, you have to let your children know you fucked up. No, what I'm saying, or women that you fucked up. No, what I'm saying is, through taught, learned behavior, through lessons in which you found blessings and you've elevated and you've grown from, then by all means, use those things for the next generation. But don't try to make yourself seem like a god. I was perfect. Nah. I let my nieces and nephews know all the time I fell on my face. Don't do this. Because I did that. But then again, maybe you shouldn't listen to me about not doing it. And I say this to them all the time. Because you might be able to do it. Better, I was. But just analyze it for yourself. Is that really what you want to do? That's what I teach my nieces and nephews. And I have a lot of them. As well as being that I have 2 new young siblings that are very knowledgeable and need guidance in this world. And I have 35 years of experience to give to them. As well as my siblings that are older than me, that we can pour into them. That's what you call culture. Bridging the gap. keeping the truth, not overlooking the lies or the little petty stuff that we see people do. Nah, exploit it, expose it, digging it till there ain't nothing else to dig, and then it's gone. But back to this whole video, right? Now that y'all know a portion of me and my upbringing and understand the healing in which I had to go through. By the way, I'm also a peer recovery specialist. And if you don't know what a peer recovery specialist is a person that specializes in trauma. Specializing in trauma in which they themselves have gotten over. Specialized in the things in which other people choose to keep inside and hide and not reveal because they have yet to fully understand why they are the way that they are, because they're afraid of themselves predominantly. Seeking validation from other people or just society in the world and which destroyed a man that was perfect, and don't understand why they're still trying to seek validation from a world that destroyed a man that's perfect, because there's no reason for you to be seeking perfection from other people who don't even know what perfection is by just being their motherfucking selves. For not seeking validation for other people who don't know what the fuck perfection is themselves. So let's stop rolling and walking and following and jumping off of bridges with people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because they're not following themselves. They're just following a trend of what somebody else is doing that's getting them attention or having people to just whatever, whoop-de-whoop. But ladies, that's what we're seeing from you. And it's making us as men want to not approach you. It's making us as men not want to be bothered with you, because we grew up with people shouting and yelling in our faces to go heal whatever your mother, your father did. Whatever, you got daddy issues. We needed our fathers just as much as you needed your father. Or should I say our fathers? Because some of our sisters are fucked up just as much as we were fucked up, because dad wasn't in the house. So you can't blame every man for not being a man if when you didn't have a man in the house for you to understand what a man is or know what a man is or have an analogy of what a man is. Although everything I'm saying, I want you to know that whatever your father is, you will never meet a man that's like him. You will meet a man that's similar. You know what I'm saying? You will meet a man that is similar. Hardworking, got things going for himself. Maybe some don't got things going for themselves. Some of it you do see. Some of it you don't see. Some of it is just assumptions from your girlfriend making all up in your ear. Stop listening to bullshit that you hear. You see what you want. You feel that that's what you want. Go fucking get it. You don't need your girlfriend to validate shit for you if she's single too. If she's single, she's single. That's on her. Because when she was born, did you know she was born? When she got named, did you know her name before she told you her name? When she had kids, before meeting you or after meeting you, did you know that those were going to be the kids? Those were going to be the names? That was going to be the father or the baby daddy or the husband, whatever it was that she got, whatever that woman, that's your friend, the main person you go to that talks to you, that gives you life advice on what to do with men. If she ain't having success with hers, why are you listening to her? Listen to your fucking self. And if you're afraid of that, then baby, you need some healing. You need healing for whatever you went through before you ever get with a man. Because like I said earlier, as men, we were told to go find healing. Go see a doctor. Because some out there shooting, running the streets, got shot, stabbed, died, I drowned. A whole lot of stuff. Like, we went through. Like, being that I just said I drowned. I grew up having anxiety attacks, or whenever sometimes when I'm just in a moment of minding myself, I have moments where I'm just out of it. Because certain things are triggers. I'm able to catch them now that I'm older because I found healing. I went to go seek help and not give a fuck what everybody else thinks about me going to get help. I mean, I need help from a partner, but if my partner didn't get help for her shit, all I'm doing is dooming myself for bullshit. I'm gonna get with a woman who did not heal from her father's trauma, and she wants me to be her husband, her man, her love, and views me in the sense of which she will call me in the sense of which is appropriate for our relationship, daddy, right? But if she got daddy issues, why the fuck would I want to be her daddy? I don't have mama issues, but you don't hear me calling you mommy. Though my mother didn't have a job since I was 17. My mother didn't have a job from the time that I was born till I was like 6, 7. She had got a temp job, then that didn't last long. Then the next time she got a job, like she was in and out of temp work jobs, like she was doing mediocre work. But we lived in the projects and we had $50 worth of rent because we lived on Section 8. But most of my life, I've never seen my mother work. Not saying she didn't work. She had jobs, but she didn't work consistently. She didn't make money consistently. I didn't have a mom that made herself look good, feel good, because she was like most of you girls that's out here right now, all up in her fucking head. And I'll say the shit, if my mother lived in my house right now, I got a 5-bedroom. This is one of my rooms. I'm in my attic apartment. I did this for myself. And then I know somebody probably saying, well, why you don't move your mama in? Why the fuck would I move my mama in? So she could tell me what the fuck to do in my house? Get the fuck out of here. Mama, stay where you at. You good? You need help? I'll help you. To stay the fuck where you need to be for yourself. I was 17. Last time my mother had a job, she was sick and almost died on me. My mother had meningitis. And she was suffering from an asthma attack at the same time. But if it wasn't for the asthma attack, she wouldn't have found out she had meningitis. I could have literally lost my mother at 17. And that would have been new healing I would have had to go through. Because it'll be on my conscience that my siblings was telling me that it's because of me mom had to go to the hospital. And I had a full sister, capable. But at that time, she was being heard because of what she was going through. And even now, she still got some healing. She's healing now, but she's suffering from the opportunities she could have gave herself by listening to certain people who saw what she was going through and wanted to help her out of it. And the opportunities of men who wanted to step in and help her. And she said no, all because she felt that what she knew was best. And all of it was based off of the upbringing from what we went through with our mother and father. And me and my sister, we talk a lot. So what I'm saying to you right now is factual. I have an actual sister. I can possibly, well, I can't right now. But shit, I would do my next video and have her on the phone so you can hear the validation of what I'm saying. I'm the next Kevin Samuels in the making. So with that being said, my sister is still with the individuals who she had her first child with. Though she did cheat and leave him, but went back to him. Her cheating was a retaliation in response for him cheating. Was it smart? No, it wasn't. But was it good get back on her end for how she felt on it? Yeah, it was. It shows how it was. That was such a good validation that she had got pregnant by one of the people she was messing around with because he was cheating. So was it smart? No. But am I happy to be an uncle again? Hell the fuck yeah. Because we can't turn it around. Can't turn it around. She could have just done, but she chose to keep. And he wanted to keep. So that's a win-win. Now, if he didn't want the child, then what the fuck can I say? All I would say to my sister, don't hold nobody that don't want to be with nobody. Ladies, you can't force somebody to be with you by using another person
who have yet to exist or understand what the fuck this world is about. And you know what this world is about. You know you're fucked up. You know that you're hurt. You know you need healing. You know you need a psychiatrist. You know whatever the fuck you know you need. And so you need to motherfucking get it. And stop looking for someone else to give it. A relationship will never work if one person is seeking the other person to do all the work that they need to inspire themselves to have. If I go into a relationship as a man, or considering myself a man, believing that, oh, even though I don't have the ability to fully take care of myself, she's gonna help me. She might. She just might. She literally, a woman just might. But it's more of y'all out there in the air. That woman that do that, telling her no, and keeping her single, and she wondering why she got to keep buying fluffy teddy bears and buy a dog or a cat or whatever, because society is subjecting that this is what she would have to do. Because women are more visual creatures through emotions, as men are visual creatures through reactions. We react to what we see. You guys react emotionally. We don't add the emotion in. We instantly have the stimulation right there. That's the difference of the rewiring. Right? Although it's still in the same cuspis. Yeah, it's in the same cuspis of interacting. The intrigueness, the desire, it's still there. It's all still the same. But back to the top, what I was getting at. My sister chose to keep the child, and the child is here. I love her. I would not change the world from how it is. I wouldn't want to. Like, yeah, a part of me can see my life without all of my nieces and nephews. But they've been here 20 years, 17, 16, 14, 13, excuse my little 10. Oh, I'm wrong. I skipped somebody. Two 13s. And I did skip somebody again. Two 16s, two 13s. Yeah, then 11 and soon to be 6 next year. Oh, I'm forgetting 3 people, but I don't really know their ages or their names like that. But I know it's possibly 3 people by my eldest sister, by my father. But in the end, I don't have any. I don't want any, and I'm gonna state why I don't want any. I don't want any because I don't feel that I'm in a financial position to take care of another person. And that other person isn't the person that would have the child by me. My main focus is to take care of the child. My woman having her own is great, and me helping her is a bonus, and taking care of her is a bonus. But she better than motherfucking take care of her goddamn self. Why? Because life without me better be the same fucking way with me. Because my life without you will be the same as my life without you. There ain't gonna shit change. It's just gonna elevate. Literally. I'm only elevating my life by being with the person that wants to elevate their life by being with someone who elevates their life. You see what I'm putting together? I'm putting myself together. Even though I ain't gonna front. I dabble like our OnlyFans get down all the time. Cause I don't want kids. A part of me can't produce that way. Due to that, I was hurt by the sister in which I was just telling a story about. I was told I have a 50-50 chance of healing and possibly having children. And that's what put me on my rampage path of self-doubt, insecurity, hatred, secretly. But I was always a kind person, but I just didn't let people know that deep down inside I was just self-sabotage. I just hated myself because as a little boy, knowing that when I grow up, I'm not going to be able to have children was crazy. And Also saying to myself in my head, I'm a kid. What the fuck I care about that for? I'm a kid. I'm a kid. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a kid now. I got plenty of time to grow up. So let me just be a kid. And that was a struggle when you grow up in a world where people are trying to have sex with you and you're a kid. You know, women, as you get older, you're a growing young man. These women trying to holler at you, and these motherfucking women been having sex with kids before you even became the next kid that they thought they want to have sex with. Like the fuck, huh? Then you 18, and now they all really on you now because now you legal. Because all before you wasn't trying to do like your friends and fuck these grown ass women, which would have been a good experience. But at the same time, what kind of experience is it that I'm gonna be having as a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old fucking somebody that's old enough to be my mama, auntie, grandma, all that shit? Not saying I didn't do it as I got older. At least while I'm older, I feel it's more appropriate. You know, like when I meet girls that are 18 telling me they're 18 or 19, I be scratching my head like, why the fuck she want to talk to me? You have nothing that I really want to connect with. There's some coochie. Yeah, but can we talk business? Can we talk flips without it being drugs? Because I don't want to get arrested again. I don't want, no, and I'm not a bitch about that. It's just, I don't see a point in trying to do something that will put me in a position where I gotta protect my booty hole. I love my freedom. I love my freedom. Like I love not being retarded, which means detained, or showing people I'm retarded, because that's all that you're. If you looking for a dude like that, for those women that are like that, you're retarded. You are that girl that rode that yellow bus, and you won't tell nobody you was in special need classes or rehabilitation classes. However you want to choose to say it, that's what the fuck it is. Some of y'all won't just say y'all retarded. Some men notice you're retarded, and that's why some of them prey on you the way they do. You need your guard up and stop being all friendly to motherfuckers that know you're retarded. And even so, them girls that know that they are special needs, it's even more dangerous when you already know that you are equipped with certain attributes to woo certain men. And then you be that main one still continuing the generation of retardation of children out there in the streets trying to sell drugs. Like that's life, or that's like what life is about. No, that's what somebody who once was actually forget once. That's the analogy of an individual. Where my book? Where my Willie Lynch book? That's this. Everybody in the hood. If you ain't got this in your motherfucking house, you don't deserve your black card. You don't deserve your black card if you ain't teaching your children this. If your children ain't reading this, you don't deserve a black card. Here's why I say it. I read this as a little boy and I opened my motherfucking eyes. I started reading books like you wouldn't believe. Anything that spoke about hardship for black people living in a white man's world. So I wonder what the fuck we're living in right now. Thought Police, 1948. Y'all woke? Because most of y'all be talking so much about a man this, a man that. Bitch, will you realize you live in a world of a man who will fuck you while you pregnant? Face down in the ditch while all of his friends are watching. And after they all get their turn, they'll beat the baby out of you. They don't look like me. These are men still till this day that are operating from generations of men who taught them to do this. That's why I'm saying you need to read this motherfucking book. You see what it says? That's what's happening even now. After 444 years, this is still applied. It's still tangible. And you want to know how it's tangible? Look in the black urbanized areas. And then not just our areas, look all over the world because it's spreading. Who do everybody want to be like? The Israelites. That's why you need to get your own version. Okay, I might not show y'all this book. I should. Where is it at? I feel like not giving a fuck because I'm a non-apologetic black man. I love to read when I need to read what's currently happening in the world. I love to listen attentively when women speak and they're complaining about men, because then I get to set you straight in this world. Yes, here we go. This is one of the books, but this is one I was about to say you need to all get into. But yes, brothers, my black brothers out there in the hood, this is what you need to look into, as well as the other book that I had. If you deserve your black card taken from you if you don't have this book as well. And you also deserve if you don't have this in your house as well. And you also deserve your as a man as well. And also you deserve your card as a man taken as well. So if you not reading, you not edifying, you not making changes in this world, my brother and sisters, shut the fuck up. If you not edifying yourself to make yourself a better person in the society and the environment where you live in, so that you are a product of your environment and you can make a product of the environment, shut the fuck up. If you're not bettering society to be better than you, and you rap or you sing, shut the fuck up. Because if all you singing about is your personal gets or your personal understanding of what somebody tells you to write down or speak on the mic for others to get with, and you're not really with, or you don't really do, shut the fuck up and get off the mic. And most importantly, all you trap rappers, shut the fuck up, period. And I know some of y'all gonna have somebody to be like, yo, go X that nigga out. You're only gonna do that because the white men that you signed to, that label, them record labels that y'all are signed to, are the reason why children are the way that they are today. Tell me a black label right now that's promoting black music and don't say nothing about Afrocentric shit dealing with black people selling black people music. Put in the comment section a black label right now selling trap music. Tell me the hottest black artist right now that does trap music that's signed by a black label. You won't, because they're this. This is why you don't hear black labels that have trap rappers fucking up the community in which they're from. Because it's not the black artists, it's the people that come from this motherfucker right here. Read this motherfucking book, you bitch motherfuckers. I'm calling everybody out there in the world is a bitch if you don't read this. And you black, you don't read this motherfucking book. The Willie Lynch Letter and the Making of Slaves. Y'all call yourselves woke, but yet some of y'all don't even speak another language. Comprende? Y'all still walking around like, do you got the Mr. Roboto, domo, domo, domo. Literally. Shit, I play golf. Look at that. It's my golf clubs. I play every sport. Don't fuck with me. I'll read any book. Don't matter the language. Don't fuck with me. I'll play any instrument. Leave me alone with that bitch for 3 months. Don't fuck with me. I'm a drug checking specialist for a harm reduction nonprofit association here in the city of Paterson, New Jersey. And we are the second nonprofit drug checking facility in the state of New Jersey. So don't fuck with me. I'm doing big shit. Shit so big that it's bigger than the shit that y'all just talking about. Oh, why men want bitch? This shit bigger than why nobody want to talk to you. Why you don't talk to your fucking self? Look in the mirror for once. Inspire yourself to do better, to want better, to speak better, to think better, to know better, to have better. The fuck? I gotta do it. I gotta inspire you. What about who inspiring me? Oh, you wouldn't know that if your father was in the house. You wouldn't know that dad needs inspiration if dad was in the house. Oh, dad wasn't in the house, I guess. I guess dad wasn't in the house for you anymore. He was in for me to teach me how to be a man, to teach me how to be the man that you want. What about the woman I want? I wonder. Well, your mama a hoe? Your mom was a glamorous bitch. You had to buy her shit to get the clip. I find it even ironic, like, women fought for equal rights. What was that, 1920, 19 fuck it, it don't even matter. Women fought for equal rights. I almost said equal whites, because that's what it really feels like. Equal rights, and yet pussy still being sold. That is the oldest profession in the world. In fact, that was the first profession a woman ever picked up. The first device that a woman used to monopolize on men to go to war and stop wars. I mean, I'm just saying. Really. I'm just saying. Some of y'all need this with the way y'all be talking. With the shit that come out of y'all mouths, y'all need this before you open up. And no, I'm not saying like just this in particular. I'm saying using this as the reference of you healing your motherfucking selves before you open your mouths about another person or about how the dating pool is fucked up. When there's probably 2-3 guys right now like, hey, hello, how you doing? Or don't even know how to approach anybody and need somebody to approach them. And women, I don't really understand how you're afraid of rejection when rejection is your main thing. Like, you'll reject anyone anytime. And so I would assume if you're a rejectable individual, being rejected should be nothing. You know what I'm saying? It should be nothing to be rejected. Because honestly, as us guys, when you reject us, we just walk the fuck away because nothing to say. I already said what I had to say. You don't want me? Bye. And sometimes even us being saying bye, you get mad because we like bye. Oh, what you thought I was going to stay here and argue with a bitch? Like, only bitches stand here and argue. In a man's book, a man, I'm not arguing with no bitch. Like, I'm not raising my voice at all. I'm like, bye. And if you got something to say, I'm like, bitch, you better shut the fuck up. And I will say it. Bitch, shut the fuck up. And I'll chew you the fuck out. I'll say the most heinous and hurtful things that never been said in this universe. Because that's how far I will go. Because I can. Because I am the master of the universe. I know my place. I know my healing. I know my capabilities. I know what I can do and what I cannot do. Due to healing. So for the most part, I just do what the fuck I want. Because I know that when I do what I want, I don't give a fuck about what I can't do. Or who don't want me. Because what I want is to not give a fuck about who don't want me. Who don't like me. Who don't see me as the best thing that could be. I don't give a fuck. No fucks at all. I don't. No fucks at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Like, I know I'm fine. I'm so fine women don't talk to me. I'm so fine that when I talk to women, they freeze up. I'm so fine that I know women think I'm lying. I'm so fine that I just choose to not say anything anymore. I'm so fine that I just choose to only talk to those women that work wherever I'm working at. Like if I go to do a model shoot, I'll speak to the women that's there if they speak to me, or if they stare at me too long, I'll speak just to have a conversation and kill some of that tension that I'm getting from when I'm not looking at that I feel on my back or on the side of my face, either or below the waist because I can feel the glares, the attention. If you're a human being with your senses intact and you are one with yourself, you know these things because we're not just physical creatures. We're just not just beings. We are sentient beings. See, when you heal, you get to learn and know more things past your own normal perception. But that's for another video because y'all gonna think, oh, he was crazy. He on a rant. He talking about war of the sexes and he just went on whole astral plane. Like that shit don't have a part to play in it. Like your ancestors ain't watching you fucking another a woman fucking a woman and a man fucking a man. Your ancestors seeing all this shit. Mine seen it all. I don't feel no shame. They understand the lane and the game. As long as I understand my lane and the game, and get the fuck out of Dodge before the Lord come down and go insane. In fact, let's just get it right. Period. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But I feel like I kind of went a little longer than what I needed to. I was trying to keep the video down to like 30 minutes, but it's just too juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like this topic is so juicy that 1,000 things will be said about it, but only one thing will be able to connect it all. And the only way that that'll happen is through you guys as the viewers. Leave your comments. I'll read through them. This shit right here, it's starting to make me feel like they lie about crowns. They like, heavy is the crown. No, motherfucker, tight is the motherfucking crown. And I got this bitch on the last one. I got a big ass head, man. Big old head, big feet too. But you know, somebody like that's not always true. Well, you know, I'm just glad that with one hand I can still see my penis, a good portion of it, and then when it's fully erected with two hands, the same way when I see it with that one hand is the same way I see it with two hands. So, yeah, I do the math. Ain't nothing lacking over here, but I only did that because I know that the women in the video, they're like, oh, he probably a little dick motherfucker, fine as hell, and little dick. Man, yo, I'm perfect. I'm perfect. That a lot of the things that women would say about a man that's perfect, I ain't afraid to say, yeah, I did that. I did it all. Except for take dick and suck dick. I ain't afraid to admit that. Now what can you say about me? Oh, you can't talk to me and tell us what to do when you was on the bitch, shut the fuck up. You can't tell nobody what to do when you still single. Broken in the mind. Trying to tell other women what to do. Shut the fuck up. You don't hear me telling men what to do. Because I don't need to tell a man what to do except for my brother, you need to go heal. If you're feeling like no woman is coming to you or is wooing to your attempts or approaches, bruh, focus on you. They'll come to you. They'll talk to you. They'll stare at you first because they don't know what kind of book you are. They don't see no pages flapping from the mouths of other people because women will only attract you when they know that other women are around you. Like, oh my gosh, he ain't got no bitches. I want a man to myself.
Help me understand. In fact, I don't even want to understand the fuckery. He ain't got no bitches. You want a man to yourself. First thing you say, his dick ain't probably bad. Yeah, probably can't fuck. That's probably why he ain't got no bitches. I guess you can't suck dick. Nobody willing to teach it. Or give you a dick to learn. I should say. I shouldn't say teach it, because if he teaching you, gotta something wrong. But moving on. Look, you are causing the fuckery to your own life, baby girl. Like, for real, baby girl. You the reason why you're fucked up in your world. Like, for real. Listening to other dumbass bitches who ain't got a man or got hella baby daddies. You just be laying up in the bed fucking niggas. Don't listen to them motherfuckers. They can only tell you what a man is interested in. But then even though she may tell you a man's interest, not every man is interested in that. No, not all. Because there's some men that like ass. Flat stomach, no titties. Or titties, flat stomach, and no ass. Or no ass, stomach, and titties. Or no titties, stomach, and no ass. Every man is different, just like how all y'all built different, man. Not one of y'all is built the same like the Instagram bitch who went and either A, paid for it or been looking like that her whole life. And you want to know the difference between the bitches that either went and paid for it or been looking like this their whole life? The bitch who went and paid for it starts working out after she gets it. Majority of the girls who are over here, who was born like how this bitch got to pay for it, either A, she didn't look like this until after she had a baby, but she had to figure it. Or she didn't look like this until she went to the gym, which these motherfuckers should have been doing from the beginning. Because that's what you gotta fucking do. Go to the gym, work on your glutes, work on your stomach and your chest, like do some pull-ups and push-ups and dips. Shit like that, you know? I'm only saying it that way because y'all just talk to y'all. Yeah, whatever. But at the same time, you know, y'all really need to just work on yourself. You've been telling men to work on themselves for years. You think we ain't listening? We're always listening. We're listening to everything you say. Why you think we're just spending money because we just want to spend money? I want a purse. Shit, I got money for it. Let me go see what I can do. Get that purse. Get the purse, probably get some pussy, but then never truly get you. You know what I'm saying? You. But as long as we got money, you'll be our honey. Or bunny. Dummy. It's either or. But y'all believe that y'all in control of things, and y'all not. You don't even control yourself. You don't even control if you're part of the interaction. You can switch up where it could possibly go. But if the man that knows he's a man and his intent is his intent, and you don't woo to his intentions or his actions, and he's not willing to compromise, I'm making less of a man just because he won't let you have your bullshit ass way. That just means he knows that what you want is bullshit. And a lot of y'all just want bullshit. And here's what that bullshit is. Hear me out. It does sound good. It sounds great. But I'm speaking for myself, not other men on this note. Although other men will chime in. Like I said, put it in the comment section. Going out on dates. I've tried, but I've never been one to be successful in them. Because I was trying to have dates at an age that I didn't have finances. And upon finally getting those finances, I have responsibilities. My mom was entrusting responsibilities on me that, I'm not saying that they bad, but like I said, I grew up in a single parent household. And I'm speaking for men and even some women who probably know what I'm talking about because they went through it. Um, I grew up in a single parent household where everything was on me. I didn't get to enjoy no youth of what it's like to keep my money for myself, what it's like to enjoy savings, and then if I had a girlfriend, I can enjoy my girlfriend. I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. My father gave me a phone after graduating grammar school, gave me an I-215. This how old I am. Bleep, bleep, where you at? Right? My first bleep. 2005, man. My niece was born. My father told me to keep the phone on. I had a summer job. School starting. I couldn't find a job, so I just let my phone off. Couldn't ask my mom for money. I just never asked my dad for shit. You could say it was my pride, and I'm not going to deny that. It's just I also knew that I couldn't ask him for. I was still in my dysfunction of the non-healing in which I didn't know that I need or knew that I needed because I was ostracized growing up by my father's side of the family. To an extent, they knew who I was, but even now that I'm grown, people only know my father for having two sons and I'm his baby boy. And like I said, I look the most like him. Like literally. But I'm okay. Like when I say I'm okay with the fact that what happened happened. Can't do nothing about it. It's what I choose to do and how I choose to live my life with what I know that happened. Am I hateful towards my father's side of the family for the mistreatment? No. But do I let them in? No. Do I talk to certain ones? Hell fucking yeah. I talk to family. I love family. I don't care if you don't like me. I talk to you. Even if you're a friend or a friend of me. I don't give a fuck. I'll acknowledge you in the streets, but I'll never call you if I got your number. I'll always acknowledge you. I'll never not acknowledge you. Like I won't give a fuck if you went through a transformation. You went from looking like a woman to looking like a man. I probably didn't notice you, and you noticed me, and you said something. All right, next time I see you in the streets, I'm gonna acknowledge you. I wouldn't care like if it was the opposite. You was a man, and then you turned to a woman, and then you acknowledge me like, "Hey, easy, remember me? Who the fuck is you? I'm so and so." What? You know what I'm saying? I'll acknowledge you. I'm a friend to everybody. Even though I told you earlier, I ain't trying to fuck everybody. I used to, but no. I'm in my king stage. Though we do things to push ourselves in the limits, and I did. I pushed all my limits of where I choose what I choose to be my limits, and I am very satisfied with my life. I'm just not ready to have children. Um, I would love to take my time and be in a relationship with a woman. But I will say this in the reference of me saying that. I've never been with a woman where when I was deciding to be just a one man for her, believing that she's a one woman for me, that I ever see where I was just one. I've had more of a longevity and connection with the women that I was having open relationships with that had other partners, other men and women as their side partners, and I was a partner. The connection and us talking with each other and having more of a like receptive conversation was far greater than me ever trying to be with one woman in my entire dating life. And I know that's probably because of my upbringing between my mother and my father. From watching them, I never saw the connection and how it actually worked out. I only saw how it worked when you was like this. You know, y'all like this. You know, my mother and father were like this. They only came together with bumping and grinding here and there, and then it was always like this. And if my father was in the house with my mother or whatever, it was just like still like this. My whole life, I've never seen my mother and father as a mother and father. I just knew that they were two people who knew each other and had 3 beautiful children. My older brother, who's borderline special needs, and my sister, who is the individual who caused me to be in a situation where it's questionable of having children. So, ladies, when you look at a man and want to say he needs healing, know his story. And if you don't respect his story, don't ever expect someone to love you from yours. Because we listen to y'all stories all the time. My uncle raped me, my brother, cousin, auntie, somebody was on drugs. Like we all of y'all stories are typical. And I'm not saying it like it's bullshit or that it doesn't deserve to be heard. No, it does. It does, ladies, fellas, it does. Hearing that side of the person, respecting that side of the person, loving them from coming out of that and seeing the healing that they have from being able to talk about it, you know, because pain shared is pain relieved, bro. Like, I could talk about the past because it's the fucking past. Like, I could tell you about a story. My father and my mother had us abuse each other to get the answer that they kind of already knew. I could talk to you about that. And my mother and father be sitting right there. I'll tell the truth. Because I'd rather be set free. You hear me? My truth is for me and my freedom. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all when I tell the truth. You don't believe me? Good. You believe me? Good. I'm not looking for nobody's validation. I don't need it. Because I got where I am because I said, fuck your validation. I even looked in my mirror and I said, fuck your validation too. You just better go do what the fuck you gotta do. Because if you don't do it, no one will. You know what it's like for your mother and your father to tell you, hey, if you get in trouble, you on your own. When I got in trouble, I was on my own. I ain't have nobody bail me. Nobody came to help me. Nobody hugged me. Nobody. When I died, I was by myself. When I came back, I was surrounded by people on the beach. I was in the water, surrounded by family. Got swept by undertow. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I have to tell my body I'm alive. You know what that's like? Sometimes I fear for the day that a woman gonna be laying next to me and I'm just having an episode and I'm waiting. I'm fighting. I'm fighting the fight. And ain't nothing wrong. Can anyone deal with that? In fact, fuck deal with that. Can anybody love me in that? Because that's really what the war on sex is. Everybody looking for somebody to love them for their fucked upness. So here's me. I just put all my fucked upness out there. If you can't love me in that and know that I don't see myself in a one relationship, I see myself having 5 to 4 to maybe 3 wives. Me being honest. I'm being completely honest because I don't know what it is to be with one person. I don't feel comfortable with just dealing with one person. Why? Because I know that when I had an open relationship, I went from having my girlfriends or girlfriend dealing with other people to just dealing with me being with other women. Once she felt comfortable with just being with me and realizing she ain't need all of them and I was the realest person around her, and it did break down to where it was just us, though some shit popped off disrespectfully because I was still in my healing phase. I don't know, it probably would have still been the best relationship right now if I hadn't gotten through my healing phase before all of that shit that I was willing to put myself through to be where I am now and have the confidence in knowing that this is how I am and choosing to be and walk and not just talk and just be, because I'm unstoppable and nothing can stop me by me knowing how I am. Now that I know who I am and what I am and the way I move, I'm gonna do what I gotta do and ain't nobody stopping me. And that's the type of woman I want. You with me or you against me? Because if you against me, you're gonna be keep saying the shit that y'all all saying. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Then when you see somebody with glasses and spandex, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you not see Steve Urkel that you could have showed some love to, and over time he elevates and knowing and loving himself and being with the woman that he wanted to be with, turning to Stefan on his own, or with the help from the love that you give him? Nah, y'all don't. I don't think any of you bitches do. But if I'm wrong, I could see maybe in 5 years somebody be like, "Hey, yo, Easy, remember that video you did? And you said you don't think." Well, here's my video. Here's my man. Here's our relationship. Here's some of the things that we did and with our plan of being together and being serious to each other, being ride or dies for each other. Because I knew I was a ride or die bitch, so I had to ride and die for my motherfucking self and get this shit. Because in order for that man to see me, I had to make sure I was in that place for him to see me. Ladies, if that's you, I can't wait to see that video. I can't wait till I eat my motherfucking words. I love that shit. I love when somebody make me eat my words. I love it. I relish in it. Let me see it, baby. Give it to me. I want it. Yo. I'm about to bring this to a close. I see nobody jumped on, but it's all right. Because sometimes it takes time for people to see the shine and the glow of the elevation from the healing in which you now know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to be your general or be your mate by your side. Not your mate as in I'm your soulmate, but your mate, like your shipmate. Because we're all on this ship called love. We're all on this ship called life. We're all on this ship of trying to get it the fuck right. And we need someone on this ship that we can trust. I just need to know if that's you. Can I trust you to do what the fuck you need to do for yourself? That's a big question. Because that's the question I look in the mirror and ask myself all the time. Can I trust you to do what the fuck you need to do for yourself? Because what somebody else eat don't make me shit. That's why I don't give a fuck about you saying you love me. Can you love your motherfucking self? That's the only way I'll let you love me. Because if you don't love yourself, bitch, I'ma see it. Don't ask me to buy you no motherfucking shoes. You ain't got the money for it. I'll do you like I do the people that be asking for money. Can I get some change? Shit. If I give you the change today, am I gonna get it back tomorrow? Because you know you're asking to borrow. So if you ain't got it, you ain't getting it. And that's just how I am. You got Cash App? Oh, you do? So if I send this to you, I ain't gotta hound you down. You just gonna send it back, right? Because you said you want to borrow $1. You trying to get a cigarette. Can you get a borrow $1? I'm trying to get something to eat. Okay. You got money? Oh, I like a man that like to buy me shoes. Oh, you do? I like a bitch that like to buy me shoes. I like a man I pay my car note and my phone bill. Me too, but I love it when it's a woman with a pussy. Well, maybe other things just to be nice, you know. But nothing else you get from Man, I'm about to roll up. Actually, I already grinded up. Look, yeah, y'all gotta get your lives together. Life is a two-way street. Love is a two-way street. If you send it up the street, you're supposed to get it back, right? That's why it's called telephone. Why you ladies acting like your phone don't got an earpiece? You just have it to your mouth like it's a mic. Put that shit to your fucking ear so you can hear the man who's talking to you. And stop trying to talk. Shut the fuck up. We hear y'all. We hear y'all loud and clear. Just shut the fuck up. Oh, no, what? That was too offensive. Could you be quiet? Because I'm going to say it like a man. Be quiet. And listen. That's how you know you're a man. A real man. And for you fellas out there, I ain't got to really curse. I'm just saying what I'm saying the way that I'm saying it because I know that there's bitches out there that understand. And the analogy of what a bitch is more receptive in this world today than how it was when I was growing up in the 90s. And if we go back into the 80s, the terminology of what a woman is has degraded along with the slang of the saying in which women choose to call themselves. So if you feel that me calling you a bitch is a little offensive, then we as men need to stop calling ourselves niggas and you stop calling yourself bitches. Because then that's really the only way that we're going to really respect each other more in the spectrum for you to feel like you are dealing with a man and for me to know that I'm dealing with a woman. I mean, we hear each other, right? I mean, it makes sense, right? Right? Only way it's going to work is if we give each other what we need and do that for each other. My brother instead of my nigga. Queen instead of bitch. Oh ho! I mean, hey, but at the same time, in order for us to get it right as folks, we have to make it right. In order for us to have that relationship, we have to set the planes of knowing that we are what it is that we want someone to step into, so that this way it works. You know, because a construction worker don't go to work without his tools, let alone start working on a construction site without all the materials. And ladies, you are missing material. Fellas, you are missing the tools. That's it. All right? So everybody gets it. You know what I'm saying? You all get it. Let's just get it. Wax on and wax off. Let's just stay in the picture of our life. I'm doing this for a reason. As you listen to what I'm saying, let's just stay in the frame of our lives that we cannot leave. Right? So as I close this is me just showing you this is your life. All the shit that you do, all the shit that you say will be right here. Right?
all in this little box. And if you've seen the movie Rango, you're definitely gonna know what I'm talking about even more. So let's get this correct, because people are looking at you be delusional on both spectrums, male and female. Let's speak with respect and love and honesty and truth, because people are looking at you. Y'all have a motherfucking good day.